This is Richard with Reptile Raptor, and tonight we're here to talk about how to tame down your iguana, how to get them used to you in their new home. The best thing to do is when you first get your iguana home, get them in the enclosure, leave them alone. Don't mess with them, let them be. I know you just got home, you want to play with them, you want to grab them, squeeze them, love them, all that stuff, kiss them. Don't do it, just leave them alone. Every day, go in your enclosure, change the water, change the food, mist, spot clean. Don't grab your iguana. Just let them run away to the other side of the enclosure and let them be. Just go in there, and if you want to talk to him, that's fine because they will listen to you. And do what you need to do and then get out. And just let him get used to seeing you around the house. And don't put the iguana enclosure somewhere where he's never going to see you. Only when you walk into that room, that's the only time they see you. Because then you're just going to scare the crap out of them every time you come in there, and they're never going to adjust. Put them in an area of your house where there's somewhat traffic, like if you're in a living room where you watch TV or you play on your iPad and you got it off in the corner of your house or something, just so they can see you somewhere in the area, in your dining room, kitchen area, wherever, you know, if you got a big open house. Just so they can see movement and stuff, and you're just not surprising them all the time when you walk into your bedroom door or something. So I always suggest doing that with a lot of the reptiles, so they adjust to you. And it'll take time. It doesn't happen overnight. These guys take time. You don't want to reach in and grab them after like a week. Oh, it's just not adjusting to me, keeps running, I'm just going to grab them. It doesn't work that way. With iguanas, we've learned over many years, many years working with these guys, it's just let them come to you. They will come to you. Get them home, leave them alone. Just every day, spray, water, feed, and they'll see you going in there and talk to them. Talk to them gently, not loud like I have my loud mouth. Just talk softly to them. And they'll get used to you and see that you're no threat. And, you know, you can entice them, sometimes cut up some bananas, put it in there, you know, maybe a little papaya or mango or something, put it in there, and they're going to love that. And they're going to see, ooh, you're giving me some good stuff. And make sure you give them plenty of greens, too. But as a treat, just a little bit of, you know, banana or something like that, some blueberries. And stick it in the enclosure. And eventually, it'll get to the point where they're not running from you when you go in there. They're going to see you come with the greens, they get excited, and they'll come running down to the dish, climb off their perch or whatever they're on, and start eating while you're messing around in there. Before you know it, you'll be able to hand feed them. They'll be coming out and right up to you, and you'll give them whatever you want, some greens, maybe cut up a little banana, something that they really like, and they'll eat it right out of your hand. Once they start doing that, next thing you know, they're going to be running up your arm and sitting on your shoulder, and you just keep hand feeding them. Let them get used to that you're no threat. Don't try and grab them or anything. After a while, what you can do is just start petting them underneath the throat. They really like that. If you have him on your shoulder, just sit there and rub his throat if he lets you. Don't try and rub him on top of the head, anything like that where they feel they're going to get grabbed. It's really going to freak them out. So just work slowly. It takes time. Don't expect this to happen overnight. It's not like bearded dragons where those guys are just naturally laid back, lazy little guys. These guys are more, you know, skittish, afraid. They don't know what's going on. They're in a new home. So it just takes time. And we've learned this over the years on how to do this, many years. And we have a rescue iguana here that came in a few months back that was in horrible shape. And now we've got some weight on him. And he's doing so much better. This guy here, this is Lenny. He was a pistol when we got him. He was in a bad home. The people who got him weren't properly, you know, trained on how to keep these guys. Nobody really explained them how to keep the iguanas, and they had them crammed in a little enclosure and everything. So he was pretty aggressive. He didn't get handled much or anything. So he would try and bite, whip, whatever he can to get a hold of you. And so it made spot cleaning and feeding quite difficult in the beginning. But my wife and staff would just sit there and talk to them while they were going in the enclosure and cleaning and watering and stuff. And over time, I mean, it took a couple months, but this guy is literally like a kitten. I shit you not, this guy is like a kitten. I mean, you can do what you want with this guy. He will just sit there on your lap and you can just rub him down anywhere you want, on top of the head, on his belly, on his throat, anywhere. You can even get under here. He just loves it all. Look at this. Huh, Lenny? He loves it. My daughter, she's 14. She comes in here on the weekends and she plays with this guy every day. Just gives him a rub down. Sometimes we'll spray some Benson & Sons snake oil on him to help him shed, to loosen up some of the shed. I got a fogger going in here. It's nighttime. It's starting to die out now, but usually that's running all day long, a lot higher than what you see now. And he'll sit under that and just have little water droplets build up on him. Oh, buddy. But this guy right here, yes, I know, I'm not going to take you out. I'm going to stay in here. Man, I could give this guy a manicure. That's how laid back he is right now. And this guy, he was a dick. He was. And it wasn't his fault. It was just how he was raised and never got handled, or, you know, who knows what the story was. I just know when he came in, he was in bad shape. And now he's awesome. And it just took time and patience. And that's what it is. It's just time and patience. You got to be patient with your animals. Just let them, you know, it's not like a dog or cat. These guys they're scared, they're afraid, and they just need to be, you know, talked to gently and, you know, given time, and so they feel secure that you're no threat. So, you know, it's going to vary from iguana to iguana. You have your rhino iguanas, your rock iguanas, your green iguanas, your blue iguanas, your red iguanas. Rock iguanas and rhino iguanas, those guys turn around super fast. They have a whole nother mindset. They are not afraid of people. We get the babies in, we got babies in now, and those guys are so cute and funny that we first get them in, they're skittish, just like the regular iguanas, but in literally like 3 days, they're right down there at the food bowl eating and stuff while we're trying to get greens in there. They'll eat out of your hand and then run up in their tree perch and stuff. So each iguana type is different. You know, you get into the greens, the reds, the blues, stuff like that. These guys are a little more flighty. Once in a while, you'll come across one that's not. But most of the time, these guys are pretty flighty. So you just gotta, these guys will take more time. So the biggest thing is have patience. Patience, patience, patience. It's gonna take time, maybe weeks, maybe months. But that's what it takes. That's what it takes. It's about the animal. Make sure he's happy and healthy. He'd be a great addition to your family if you just let him come around on his time, and his terms. So that's pretty much it. I mean, just these guys are awesome animals, awesome pets. Just give them time. So don't forget to support your local humane society, your local food pantry, and love your reptiles. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you hate this video, give it a thumbs up. Have a good night.